Welcome back to the OJ Today. So after a month off, it's back at it now. The regular season has been extended until the start of April, but since it's our first show in a month, it's probably best to recap where things left off and what's going on down the stretch in the OJHL as the postseason approaches. The segment is brought to you by Clean Whip. Clean Whip is the official disinfectant supplier to the OJHL. The first 3 months of the OJHL season were filled with incredible goals.
From back of the goal, scores! Oh my! The lacrosse goal from Tar!
Massive hits.
Oh my! Crunched him to the ice!
And Vezina caliber saves.
Centering pass. Oh, what a save! Are you kidding me?
After a month's pause in the schedule due to COVID-19 restrictions, it'll be a sprint to the finish now. The regular season was supposed to conclude on March 5th, but now will extend until April 7th to allow for the rescheduling of all postponed games. For OJHL feature writer Ron Valentine, it's setting up to be an epic stretch run.
It's been a long time, Alex, and I can remember when so many teams have had legitimate reasons to feel that they're in contention to win the Buckland Cup, and I think this is the year. There's an awful lot of good teams out there, and by the time they get to the Buckland, they'll have known that they've played a lot of games.
Here's a look at what Ron's talking about with the OJHL standings, brought to you by Nutrifarms, the official sponsor of the league's championship series. It's tighter than it's been in years. In the Southeast, North York sits atop the South Division, while Trenton heads the East, where every team currently has a winning record. And for the Northwest, Pickering has a healthy lead in the North, while the West has been simply incredible.
You know, Burlington has right now a fairly decent lead on top, but it wouldn't surprise anybody that follows hockey in that division to see any of those 5 teams get out. It's really that close. Burlington's got the balance and everything, but Milton is coming through with a really strong season, and the other 3 teams still they're in it. And not only that, Alex, but in the East, if you look at the standings there's 10 points now between the top and the 5th team, and one of those they could all make it, of course, to the playoffs, but for the crossover game if that comes to pass in the South East Conference.
The scoring race has been tight all season as well. Brad Summers of St. Mike's currently leads the way, although Cornell University commit Dalton Bancroft is hot on his heels. For Ron Valentine, Bancroft has been the OJ's MVP so far.
For carrying the team, I'd have to go with Dalton Bancroft from the Golden Hawks, and also he's just on the ice in all situations. He can score goals, he can set up goals, he's already got the scholarship. There's been a lot of changes in Trenton, but he's been one of the constants all the way through, and he would certainly be the guy I would lean to.
There have been some standout rookie performances. 16-year-old Easton Wainwright, a Sarnia Sting commit, is averaging over a point per game. And North York Rangers defenseman George Figueres, who recently committed to Cornell University as well, was one of 4 OJHLers on the NHL's mid-season draft list.
If you're looking at rookies, Alex, you've got to look at Easton Wainwright first, obviously, because he's a standout, and too. But for the North York Rangers, George Figueres, but he has put in some amazing performances. And again, for a player of his age, he's got a tremendous amount of talent, both offensively and defensively.
To up the excitement even more, the OJHL Game of the Week returns for a 3rd season to CHCH television. 5 games will be broadcast coast to coast. Commissioner Marty Savoy felt it was essential to bring the broadcast back.
And one of the things we forget sometimes is when the kids show up to the rink and they see a TV truck out front, they see all the cables running, and the kids getting interviewed and all the other type of stuff. The experience for the players, first and foremost, it gives a great opportunity for people to see the talent that's inside the league. And we're the only Junior A league with a nationally televised broadcast deal across the country. So it was extremely important for our governors to make sure that we still kept this property alive.
And of course, the OJ Today returns as well, bringing all the best from the league to your television and online from now until the conclusion of the Buckland Cup. One thing is for sure, the stretch run until the end of the season promises to be one for the ages.
Carr now dangled to the puck. Carr with a move. Oh, roll the highlight film.
And speaking of the game of the week, the next broadcast on CHCH Television, St. Mike's in Lindsay to take on the resurgent Muskies. 3 p.m. they drop the puck February 12th. Don't miss it.